Good evening. Thank you so much for this opportunity to talk about food security and the Yellowknife Food Charter. The Yellowknife Food Charter is an initiative of the Yellowknife Farmers Market, so I'm going to speak about the market quickly, which started in 2013. The Yellowknife Farmers Market has been acting as a small business incubator for local food and craft and innovation in our city. Winona LaDuke was here this week at a conference, and she talked about the widespread economic hemorrhaging of local communities. Money going out, but not staying in our communities. Your market is helping to combat that hemorrhaging in the city. For instance, in 2014, the market generated $1 million in economic impact for our city. And we've had great programs develop with great volunteer efforts and community participation around programs like the 2016 composting initiative, of which we are super proud of. But since inception of the market, Yellowknife food security has been a major priority for the market. And it's not just about the continual shortage of click in Yellowknife. The NWT has the second highest food insecurity rate in Canada. And our cost of living is higher than Toronto or Vancouver, which is around $51,000 a year and climbing. But one thing is for sure, that the people... We have a love of our land in the NWT, and the ecosystem contributions to food security here are immense. So when we talk of food security, the big answer is really about when we have these four dimensions of food security secured, when we have these things met. Availability, access, utilization, stability. When we have these things met, we can have more food security in our community. But let me talk about one other thing. What is a food system? A food systems thinking is integral to food charters, and it's thinking about the big picture when trying to solve for a problem. Food systems are the chains of commercial and non-commercial actors, from suppliers to consumers to harvesters like these guys, regulators to advocates for system change, who collectively determine how we grow, how we process, how we distribute, acquire, and dispose of food. A sustainable regenerative food system can have these components within. And it's really important to know that these complex things can actually work together and integrate and start to find synergies. This is an example of a traditional food system activity, and it's a collaborative network. It's built on principles that integrate the ecological, social, and economic values of a community and region. And a regenerative food system prioritizes long-term goal setting about human and ecosystem contributions to the four aspects of food security. A food charter is a community-created document to inform decision makers about how their food system should function and look like. It has a vision and principles to guide those actions. Food charters highlight linkages between water, food, energy, and food, health, and nutrition. Food security issues are often dealt in policy silos, and food charters can bring cross-sector dialogue on policy areas such as land use and zoning and waste management, health and food safety. And at the center, food charters highlight the need for participation and collaboration by those in the food system for achieving these goals: thriving economy, social justice, environmental sustainability. So when we think about the history of food charters, and I'll give you a very short and sweet answer. The Toronto Food Policy Council was something created in 1988 to inform city councillors on food issues and comprehensively addressing hunger and poverty in that city. But 10 years later, the Toronto Food Policy Council realized they needed a food charter, and that was passed in 2000. Essentially, they realized after 10 years of work that they needed something more. Our research identifies now 64 municipal councils or food charters that are or food security networks currently active in Canada. And just in case you forgot what capital city you're in at the moment, that freshly eaten caribou head was just a reminder of where you are. So food charters have led to collective action on access to culturally appropriate healthy food, local food policy and governance, funding for community and community support of local actors, urban agriculture on small-scale market gardening. And we've wanted to actually direct our work towards food policy work. And we participated in election forums last year and last fall in our city, and also participated in Food Secure Canada's Eat, Think, and Vote campaign. Hopefully you saw some of our ads. Food Charter is really about finding synergy in our community for a more resilient local food system. And we must do this in the face of adapting to climate change. So we will continue to work with people all across the food system in Yellowknife to get involved and to work with us, to work with the city, who publicly who endorsed the Food Charter in the summer of 2015. We launched the charter in the winter of 2016 in the community, and a Food Charter Coalition is in the formative stages. We're going to be working on more opportunities for food literacy in our city, help to open policy silos and problem solving, work with the city on local agriculture and local food strategy, and promote the identification of agricultural lands in the city as well. That's just some of the things that we're doing. But your unique perspective and lens matters. Your voice and actions matters. Join us. And if you want more information about our most recent presentations to the City Council on some of these issues, please go to their website. We did a presentation August 22nd, and it's up on their website. Thank you so much.